Our next family business is also in a transition between generations, Supreme Graphics.
Every family business needs a patriarch that is going to get everything going, and that is really what my dad did. His name is Harry Blaschko, and we commonly refer to him as HB. And he had worked at a print shop in Lee Center, Minnesota, and uprooted his family and made the move in 1955, headed to Arcadia. He bought into the Arcadia News Leader partnership with Albert and Elsie Gauger with a plan for him to buy it out in 5 years in 1960. Really, he wasn't interested as much in the newspaper business as he was in the commercial printing. In 1967, my dad and my brother Jim started Supreme School Supply.
Work hard and play hard, yeah, that's kind of a mantra we live by. That started back with my grandpa. So I think he was a family man first and foremost. He had a big family. He always got his family together, and that was important to him on holidays. And our family was and has been very tight because of Harry and his family values.
He was definitely a lot of fun to work with. I know he respected the customers, you know, and he gave them a good, fair deal. And that's pretty much how he built the business.
He was really dedicated to his work. It was not uncommon for people to go by the Arcadia News Leader office and see Harry working at 5 o'clock in the morning or 4 o'clock in the morning. We always called him the Dean of Linotype operators because he was, I mean, he could set type and he had a 6th grade education and he was just phenomenal.
You know, it always made me proud because they would say that he was a hard worker. He'd be the last one to go to bed and the first one up in the morning.
I was fortunate enough to get into business with my dad in 1971, and you know, and he passed away in 1997. So we spent a lot of time. I spent probably the 5 to 10 years with the newspaper division, selling ads, taking pictures, everything that was involved in that.
1982 is when I started here, and I pretty much started from the ground up, organizing stuff and helping and shipping, and then kept on going, and the business kept on building and building.
We've got myself and Al, and then I have 2 nephews in the business, and also my son, Chris, is in the business.
I guess I've always had an interest in the family business. Growing up, everything from, you know, I started mowing lawn and pulling weeds, and that kind of evolved into just helping out during my summer breaks, doing different things like going out on deliveries, getting involved in a lot of different aspects of the company. I don't know if there was necessarily an aha moment that I had. I just always enjoyed, and I felt, even though I was young, I had a pride in knowing that it was our family business.
With the Blaschkos, I think when you work here, you're considered family. I think we're all tight-knit. I mean, Chuck knows who your kids are, what their names are. You know, he's always asking you, you know, how's such and such doing? It just makes you feel like part of a family.
How's Mary Rose today? Good.
A family business is not just speaking to the owners as a family. It's your entire staff is your family. You get to know everything about your employees, you know, their family and their children, and you see their grandkids.
If you look at the employees, very long-term employees, they've been good to people. Even in downturns, we've hung on to people because of the training. We've got a lot of employees that have been here 25, 30, almost 40 years.
Bonnie's got 40 years with us. Sam Erickson's I'm a high school graduate with Sam.
Things that have added to our success over time has been creating a work environment that our employees can wake up and get excited to go to work.
We do look at it as a family, having a good work environment, being thanked.
How you doing, Dee?
I personally hand out the checks and thank them.
Thank you for all your hard work. 27 years tomorrow. That is fantastic.
Without our employees, Blaschko Enterprises wouldn't be here.
there is a very strong sense of needing to serve the customer. There's not a lot of barriers and procedures that get in the way of getting an item shipped. If a school needs it quickly, we can produce it quickly. Our employees are dedicated. Because of the nature of our printing business, it's a lot of quick turn items, and they will get the job done.
You have to have good service. People are willing to pay more for a product, not a lot more, but if you have good service and you're consistent, and you have to address the problems that come up. You can't shrug your shoulder and say, we don't care about that. We do care about it, and what can we do to remedy things?
The keys to our success would be, constantly evolving and adding technology and equipment to stay one step ahead of the competition.
Our competition makes the decision for us. If everybody in your arena has the ability and you don't, you're not going to survive. But also you can find niche markets. One of our presses, we brought in UV coating capabilities instead of just aqueous coating. So that gave us another niche that we could go out and sell.
The company itself has actually evolved in printing pretty quickly as the industry changes quickly, like most industries. We've evolved from just general offset printing to digital printing, and now most recently into large format printing. We're going to continue to invest in technology and user-friendly website and invest in making it easier to work with the customer.
My mom and dad decided who would be in charge, how the stock and the voting shares would be distributed. It was their decision. It's not something that you've got coming because you were born in one family, and it has to be earned, and you have to be qualified. At this point, passing of the torch isn't ready. I mean, until Chris is ready, or whoever is going to do that, I'll probably end up sticking around. Just because you got 52 plus families counting on you, and you have to have a transition that'll work.
I love what I'm doing. I love working with my family, and I love the company. I'm just going to continue to work hard. That's how I saw my grandpa, and that's how I see my dad working. Learn everything I can about the business and make sure that it's the right fit for me and the family business. There's a big sense of pride in being part of a family business. I believe the company is going to be around for generations to come.
As we've seen, Supreme Graphics is in a transition from the second to the third generation. And in planning for that transition, they've put into place some training and development programs to make sure that there is both competency and a fit for the next generation and their leadership of that family business into the future. The success of family business is not just about being a business, but being a family. For more information about Supreme Graphics, please visit our website, family-inc.com.